Chapter 28 of Shri Sai Satcharitra. So now moving forward to Burhanpore lady. Now let us turn to another sparrow. One lady in Burhanpore saw in her dream Sai Baba coming to her door and begging khichdi for his meals. On awakening, she saw nobody at her door. However, she was pleased with vision and told it to all, including her husband. He was employed in the postal department, and when he was transferred to Akola, both husband and wife, who were devout, decided to go to Shirdi. Then, on a suitable day, they left for Shirdi, and after visiting Gomati Tirath on the way, reached Shirdi and stayed there for 2 months. Every day they went to the masjid, performed Baba's worship, and passed their time happily. The couple came to Shirdi to offer khichdi as naivedya, but for the first 14 days, somehow or other, it could not be offered. The lady did not like this delay. Then, on the 15th day, she came at noon to the masjid with her khichdi. There, she found that Baba and others were already sitting for meals, and that the circumstance that the curtain was down. Nobody dared enter in when the curtain was let down, but the lady could not wait. She threw up the curtain with her hand and entered. Strange to say that Baba seemed that day hungry for khichdi and wanted that thing first. And when the lady came in with the dish, Baba was delighted and began to eat morsel after morsel of khichdi. On seeing the earnestness of Baba in this respect, everybody was wonderstruck, and those who heard the story of khichdi were convinced about his extraordinary love for his devotees. Now, moving to the next story, Megha. Now, let us go to the third and bigger sparrow. Megha of Viramgaon was a simple and illiterate Brahmin cook of Rao Bahadur H.V. Sathe. He was a devotee of Shiva and always chanted the 5-syllable mantra Namah Shivaya. He did not know the Sandhya nor its chief mantra, the Gayatri. Rao Bahadur Sathe was interested in him, got him taught the Sandhya and the Gayatri. Sathe told him that Sai Baba of Shirdi was the embodied form of the god Shiva and made him start for Shirdi. At the Broj railway station, he learned that Sai Baba was a Muslim, and his simple and orthodox mind was much perturbed and at the prospect of bowing to a Muslim. And he prayed to his master not to send him there. His master, however, insisted on his going there and gave him a letter of introduction to his father-in-law, Ganesh Damodar, alias Dada Kelkar at Shirdi, to introduce him to Sai Baba. When he reached Shirdi and went to the masjid, Baba was very indignant and would not allow him to enter. "Kick out the rascal," roared Baba, and then said to Megha, "You are a high caste Brahmin, and I am a low Muslim. You will lose your caste by coming here, so get away." Hearing these words, Megha began to tremble. He was wondering as to how Baba had come to know about what was passing in his mind. He stayed there for some days, serving Baba in his own way, but was not convinced. Then he went home. After that, he went to Triambak and stayed there for a year and a half. Then again he returned to Shirdi. This time, at the intercession of Dada Kelkar, he was allowed to enter the masjid and stayed in Shirdi. Sai Baba's help to Megha was not through any oral instruction. He worked upon Megha internally, with the result that he was considerably changed and benefited. Then Megha began to look upon Sai Baba as an incarnation of Shiva. In order to worship Shiva, Bale leaves are required, and Megha used to go miles and miles every day to bring them and worship his Shiva in a Baba form. His practice was to worship all the gods in the village and then come to the masjid. And after saluting Baba's asan, he worshipped Baba. And after doing some service, drank the washings of Baba's feet. Once it so happened that he came to the masjid without worshipping God Khandoba, as the door of the temple was closed. Baba did not accept his worship and sent him again, saying that the door was open then. Megha went, found the door open, worshipped the deity, and then returned to Baba as usual. Ganges bath. On the Makar Sankranti day, Megha wanted to besmar the body of Baba with sandal paste and bathe him with the Ganges water. We can say Ganga here. Baba was first unwilling to undergo this operation, but at his repeated request, he consented. Megha had to traverse a distance of 8 coves, going and returning to bring the sacred water from the Gomati river. He brought the water, made all preparation for the bath at noon, and asked Baba to get ready for the same. Then Baba again asked him to be freed from his bath, saying that as fakir he had nothing to do or with Ganga water. But Megha did not listen. He knew that Shiva is pleased with the bath of Ganga water and that he must give his Shiva that bath on that auspicious day. Baba then consented, came down and sat on a wooden board, and protruding his head said, "O Megha, do at least this favor. Head is the most important organ of the body, so pour the water over that only. It is equivalent to the full or whole bath." "All right," said Megha, lifting the water pot up and began to pour it on the head. But in doing this, he was so much overwhelmed with love that he cried out, "Har Gange," and emptied the pot on the whole body. He kept the pot aside and began to look at Baba. But to this surprise and amazement, he found that Baba's head was only drenched but the body quite dry. Trident and Pindi. Megha worshipped Baba in 2 places. In the masjid, he worshipped Baba in person and in the Wada. Baba's big picture given by Nana Sahib Chandurkar. This he did for 12 months. Then, in order to appreciate his devotion and confirm his faith, Baba gave him a vision. Early one morning, when Megha was still lying down on his bed with eyes closed but internally awake, he saw clearly Baba's form. Baba, knowing him to be awake, threw akshat, that is rice grains marked red with kumkum, and said, "Megha, draw a trident," and disappeared. Hearing Baba's words, he eagerly opened his eyes but did not see Baba, but saw only rice grains spread here and there. He then went to Baba, told him about the vision, and asked permission to draw trident. Baba said, "Did you not hear my words asking you to draw trident? It was no vision but direct order, and my words are always pregnant with meaning and never hollow." Megha said, "I thought you woke me up, but all the doors were closed, so I thought it was a vision." Baba rejoined, "I require no door to enter. I have no form nor any extension. I always live everywhere. I carry on as a wire puller all the actions of man who trust me and merge in me. Megha returned to the Vada and drew a red trident on the wall near Baba's picture. Next day, a Ramadasi Bhakta came from Pune, saluted Baba, and offered him Pindi, an image of Shiva. At this time, Megha also turned up there. Baba said to him, "See, Shankar has come, protect and worship him now." Megha was surprised to see Pindi following Trident immediately. Then also in the Vada, Kaka Sahib Dikshit was standing with a towel on his head after having taken his bath and was remembering Sai. When he saw Pindi before his mental vision, while he was wondering about this, Megha came and showed him the Pindi presented to him by Baba. Dikshit was happy to know that the Pindi exactly tallied with the one he saw a few minutes before in his vision. In a few days after the drawing of the trident was complete, Baba installed the Pindi near the big picture which Megha was worshipping. The worship of Shiva was dear to Megha, and by arranging the drawing of the trident and the installation of the Pindi, Baba confirmed his faith therein. After continuous service of Baba for many years, doing regular worship and arati every noon and evening, Megha passed away in 1912. Then Baba passed his hands over his corpse and said, "This was a true devotee of mine." Baba also ordered that his own expense, the usual funeral dinner should be given to the Brahmins, and the order was carried out by Kaka Sahib Dikshit. Om Namo Shri Nathaya Nama. End of chapter 28. Woe to Shri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.